Tommy boy, here we are back with episode 12.
Yeah, mate, yes.
Today, what are we going to go over?
Overcomplications of your training and fitness. We'll cover a wee bit of a hot topic.
I think it is relevant now.
Aye.
I think before we jump into things like that. First of all, I was thinking, like, coming up here, I feel I've not seen you in ages. And I went, not that we always remember, like, the cameras are here, but I'm like, I'm looking forward to just getting a good blather with my pal.
Aye.
And I will talk about things that are relevant today, but it's good to just get a catch up as well. So good to see you, pal.
Good to see you again.
Good news as well. I think we spoke. I spoke to you obviously about Stephen. Don't know if have you seen the reel? It went viral. But about the boy that I bumped into Bellshill Main Street, saying he's been watching the podcast. So we got good news. All of a sudden, I've been coaching his boy, obviously we know Lee, and he's got all clear. So
fucking class, mate.
we're buzzing off that. So Stevie boy, if you're watching this, we're over the moon for you, mate. Our prayers have been answered.
Aye, defo, mate. Buzzing for you, Stevie. Aye, it's class, mate. I was so buzzing when Lee said it to me. I was actually, that way I had a lump in my throat, mate. I'm trying not to greet.
I know.
But aye, man, that's amazing news, mate.
Good news. I think we're all back, refreshed. You had your holiday, I had mine. How was it?
Oh, mate, it was so good. Obviously, I've been like to Amsterdam a couple of times and different circumstances.
Mate, I was shitting myself when you were away.
Were you?
No.
To be fair, mate, a few of the boys were like, you got to have a doobie and that. And I was like, nah, it's just no. I didn't even have really a craving for it. But I must say, if I was going to do it anyway, like if I was going to go back to Holland, mate, I would do it the exact way I done it there. That was.
I thought you were going to say I'd be getting stored in my
Nah, mate, nah. Just a few beer, man, hot tub, chilling. It was sick. The accommodation was brilliant, mate. It was just so relaxed, mate. I think that, that's the case for most people go to Amsterdam because they're fucking pie-eyed, but I was just so, like, levelled out, mate.
It's a good city.
Oh, it's brilliant, man.
It's chill. It's got a nice side to it as well.
Aye, it's
actually
got a good
beautiful
vibe.
I do like it.
I'm going to Lanzarote this Friday, I know. Did I tell you that?
Fucking hell, man. You did? Do you know what? Listen, can you sit in podcasts and sit and say, oh, life for living, blah, 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 and then tell you, don't go away and enjoy yourself. But after that, you'll be reining it in, son.
Oh,
back to it.
I know, man. I will be able to time to.
I was always away as well. Like, you realise you've got to go away and enjoy yourself as well.
Aye.
I think you're working hard. Sometimes it's fucking not the best here. January, February, you're turning away. You need that wee bit of turn off. And I don't kick myself when I go on holiday anymore. Well, maybe did when I was me, and then you realise it's nothing to do with the holiday. It's everything you've done leading into that holiday.
Aye.
So see, when you're trying your best and you're giving it your all, you need these wee breaks. Some people go on holiday, I can't believe I've done that. And you go, well, no, it's probably because you've been fucking fucking about for the last 8 weeks. You make me feel that you don't deserve the holiday, whatever it is. So, good on us.
Aye, definitely. Did you like Dubai? You've been out there a few times, haven't you?
I enjoy it. It's good.
I seen you had a bit of a aftershave stunt. How many aftershaves did you come home with? I seen a ridiculous number on an Instagram story, I'm sure.
Mate, I think Molly's kind of really accepted now that I've got an issue.
You fucking do have an issue, mate. You walk about smelling like a fucking can of Lynx constantly, man.
14. 14 in 5 days.
14? Fuck me, mate. I've not had 14 bottles of aftershave in my life, man.
Mate, I was actually talking to one of the guys that was buying off. He's like, I've got some collection, 12. I went,
schmuck.
well, what a bozo. I was like, I was showing the ones I've got. He's like, that's amazing. But there was one night, and I was sitting fucking about my phone. She's like, what are you doing? And then I was like, acting all sus. I'm like, I was it. She's like, what are you up to? I mean, I'm just sorting something. And then she's like, all right. I said, there's this bottle of aftershave that I want, and I can't get to it. So the guy's going to come and drop it off to me. So I was like, brilliant. She's like, you're a fucking psychopath. So this guy came 8 o'clock at night before we went for our dinner. Just hand me this bag as if I was getting fucking bag of gear dropped off. I'm like, oh, thank you, here's the cash, off you go. Up the stair, we smell fantastic.
That's fucking mental, mate.
I like smell it. It's good.
Is it? It fucking better be, man, to get it dropped off, man. Sit in a bathroom texting.
Never smell it. I just took a wild guess. I seen it on my YouTube and went, I'm going to buy that when I'm there.
That's crazy, mate. That's the difference. There you go. In Scotland, folk are phoning for a half quarter, and Dubai, folk are phoning for fucking bottles of Versace blue jeans to get dropped off.
What a service, man. That place would eat you up if you let it.
Aye.
Do you know what else was a bit mad when I was away?
What?
You walked in the street in Dubai and they've got these stalls and it's like development blocks.
Right.
So you're walking past and the guy's like, oh, do you want to buy an apartment? And I'm like, what? It's like a rep. You know what I mean? When you walk down fucking Ibiza strip, folk are asking you to buy a ket spoon. It's like that, only they're asking you to buy multi-million-pound apartments. I'm like, do people actually do this? And I walk past the guy's like, oh, why don't you buy your missus an apartment? I went, is that the fucking standard here? Folk go out of store and buy their missus a 2-bedroom villa.
That's not me. I can hardly buy Rachel a fucking Big Mac meal, mate. That's fucking mental.
I said, mate, I'm a mass, man. I bought fucking 4 Wagyu sliders and 4 mojitos earlier. She's not getting a 2-bed fucking condo by the beach.
Oh, it's bonkers, mate. Absolute bonkers. So it is. There's a lot of British people out there. Aye.
I've seen that.
I've just seen people talking.
I've seen that as if I've seen them all. But no, it's good. That is good.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Bit of sun in your back.
Did you catch any the Arnold? Did you see any highlights?
I did.
Aye.
Seen the classic with Summerfield and
Franklin.
It's incredible physiques.
Oh, mate.
I've always followed Logan Franklin. I think he's fucking amazing. I've followed him since I probably started training.
Have you?
He put up 40s when he was still in the army. And then he went full-time bodybuilding.
Sounds like he's in the US military, doesn't he?
He is America.
America. He either sounds like that, mate, or he sounds like an extra in a Marvel film. Just that name, mate, Logan Franklin.
He's good. What a physique.
Aye, he fucking really classic. Really, really classic.
I think so. Who else when we've got?
Lunsford won open. I think he deserved that. I see a lot of people getting backlash. I feel like it's backlash all the time. I think he's fucking sick, mate. I think his physique's amazing too.
Mrs. Big Samson came...
Mate, second.
Was it second?
Aye, I'm sure it was. Second had no, it was. Aye, it was second. I'm sure anyway.
Aye, it was good.
Interesting. I seen that Wesley Vissers and all. I'm sure I seen he's got to do the Detroit Pro and then call it for a year, I think. He's definitely calling it anyway. He's not competing at the Olympia this year. That's for sure. So.
It takes time. It's like anything else.
Aye, definitely.
Some of these boys have been about for years.
Aye.
Soon enough, I'll take their title off them. Every category. Moving on. A wee blur at the start, mate. I think we'll get into the pod. Mm-hmm. Before we do that, we had our letters for last time, didn't we? So
yes, we did.
We'll run through them and then we'll get stuck into this topic. You want to go first? I think I asked you, what guess would you like to...
There was...
unrealistic guest and somebody that you'd like to have on that's realistic.
Aye. So, I'll go with my unrealistic first. Chris Bumstead. And no, I haven't sent him 40 messages asking him to come on. Chris Bumstead or Chris Williamson, mate. Chris Williamson's probably my favourite podcaster now.
Your Chris's.
Aye. Good boys. And a realistic, for fuck's sake, a realistic guest, Mr. Dale Crosser.
Aye.
Come on the pod, Dale.
There you go,
Get
Dale.
a chat with us. See what's happening. So... Aye.
Probably be editing this and go, it's not realistic. I wasn't any 2 dicks for an hour.
They 2 schmucks. Aye, that would be that for me, mate. And I asked you, what's the most embarrassing thing that happened to you whilst working in hospitality?
First of all, you ever worked in hospitality?
I worked in McDonald's kitchens for about 4 days, and I ate more than I served, mate. So, I don't know if you could call that hospitality.
Did they chuck you?
No, I actually went for an interview at Sports Direct on my day off and just never went back. And I couldn't go in Bells Hill McDonald's for about fucking 6 months. Still went through a drive-through, but in the back of my mum's motor.
Tinty Windies, mum.
Was like, oh, that's like, I can't, man. That's my manager. But I went up. No, I haven't. Bro.
I feel like, see, working in hospitality, I worked in it for a few years. It was the best times of my life. I met some fucking incredible people. Like just hilarious stories more than anything. But if there's a job that really, like my kids will work in hospitality.
Right, okay.
I just think it's such a good thing for young people to go out and learn to speak to people that you wouldn't come across. Whether that's good people, bad people, it teaches you so many good skills. And I actually think it's part of why I'm so good at communicating with some people. So I think. The funniest, most embarrassing, I'll go embarrassing because I thought this one was, I mean, I just started, I was at Ladies' Day.
Right.
And I was carrying drinks or something and they were fucking, all these old women trying to eat me up, man. And I think one of them's kind of fucking rubbed my leg or something like that and I've dropped the tray over another woman. Like red wine or dinner.
Oh, for fuck.
And then I just like, I was a young boy at the time, I was like 18. And I just kind of looked at her like that. And they all just went, "You going to come rub that off me?" And I was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake." That was embarrassing. I can remember it.
You should have just fucking fired into it, mate.
I did. Fucking get my cloth out. Started scrubbing away at Elgin.
That's what I wanted to hear. That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
But that stuck with me because I was like, all these women looking at me. I'm like, fuck me, man. The funniest time, I thought I'd tell you that one as well. So I had this friend who was going in for an operation.
Right, okay.
No names will be said in this conversation. And he was given liquid laxatives.
Oh, no.
So when I worked where I worked, if you piss me off, you were for it.
Right, okay.
So don't piss me off because I'll fucking spike your protein shake. And somebody was really annoying me.
Right, okay.
I don't know if I can get done for this, but I'll tell you anyway. I went, do you know what, we're going to sort him right out. Wee bit of laxatives in the coffee. There you go. Let's say he was in that toilet for a good 3 or 4 hours shitting his brains out.
Oh, man, that is fucking brutal, mate.
So that's...
That's funny, but that is funny.
Okay.
But
see if you take this stuff, like I'm talking, like you cannot hold it, you are fucking gone. Oh, you take it before you get an operation, and it fucking cleans you out.
That's fucking mental, mate.
So I can't disclose anymore, but I've done some fucking...
You're going to walk in here and get lifted, man.
I know.
Did they know? Did they know you done it?
No, did he fuck? They just thought they had fucking food poisoning.
Fuck's sake, man. Phoning My Protein, like, you bastards, my protein shake. No, in fact, it was a coffee. Phoning Starbucks.
Fucking that fish I ate all night fucking ran right through me.
Oh, you bastard.
There you go.
That is funny, mate.
So now you know, see if Neil geezes it to try on the pod, I'm going to just spike it if you annoy me. Watch you, lock that door and watch you shit yourself on camera.
Run, bastard, man. I'll just no try it, mate.
So you get me, don't check in.
What the fuck, man?
Right. Anyway, moving on, enough of that nonsense. Today's topic, we're going to go over overcomplicating your training, overcomplicating fucking everything in general. We obviously we'll start run through where do we think it's all coming from. It's obviously apparent on social media now, like folk over-analysing and probably not getting to the main thing.
Aye.
What they need. They're looking for... I was explaining, as I said, they're worrying about moving the pebbles when there's big fucking daft boulders there needing moved.
Yep.
Obviously for your end as well, starting this, it was a couple of years ago. Was it something that scared you? The whole thing would have seemed complicating to you at the time, but I feel there's this certain amount of people that are just trying to make it more than what it is. But let's say, take it from your point of view as a client or somebody that's training or somebody that's trying to get a kind of foothold in the fitness industry. What is it done to you, or what is it kind of come to light?
At the start, this is why you get a coach. I'm not saying everybody should get a coach, but this is why I got a coach, because overcomplicating things was me doing something as simple as a push pull legs, mate. I just wanted to go to the gym and fucking train chest and biceps, mate.
Yep.
Like, do you know what I mean? But I feel like there's such a fine line between having like a normal split, just doing your thing, go to the gym, there's nothing wrong with just training a normal split. A bro split, a push pull legs, like there's nothing wrong with that. Like you can just go and train chest and triceps and train back and biceps. It doesn't need to be pure overhead. Like, oh, I'm training chest, but it's upper chest and it's more front delt focused and blah blah blah. And for some people, it does need to be like that. But for the majority, mate, it's not that deep. And when I first started training, I didn't see hunters yet, so I only started training like just over 2 years ago now. Yep. And there wasn't loads yet about, but I feel like as soon as I started taking more interest in training and more interest in bodybuilding as such, I just get this massive wave of information, and I was just like, whoa, like what does all this mean and why is it out there? Like what is the reason for it? I think that's a big thing that people need to work out is, why are you overcomplicating it? Do you even know that you're overcomplicating it? I think a big part of it is, I don't mean to probably sound like a bit of a dick saying this, but I think it's for people to sound better or sound smarter than what they actually are.
Right.
Like, do you know what I mean? And I feel, especially now, online coaching being so big, like, mate, you'll be able to really understand, you've been in the fitness space for fucking 10 years, like, how much shite is out there today with training. From my point of view, mate, it was overwhelming. Aye, it was. Aye. And that was, even though I loved training and everything else that came with it, it was something that genuinely was a bit like, oh, I don't want to train in that gym. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. And I think it ties in with the whole gym anxiety because, mate, people are scared to go to the gym and use a machine in case they get it wrong. Never mind somebody coming up and telling you shouldn't be using a handle, you should be using a cuff, adjust your bench to this, like, use this foot position instead of that. Like, and I get that all that is important for quite a lot of things, but yep. for the majority of the time, I don't think it needs to be that deep, mate. What do you think? Do you think it's a bit much?
Social media has had a huge play in that. Mm-hmm. And I get young guys fall in love with training, they fall in love with bodybuilding, they fall in love with this. They've come across something that's helped them in so many ways. I think the overall thing is you need results.
Yep.
And there's so many ways to do that. Like, the biggest thing that are going to drive, if we're talking about muscular growth, is can you progressively overload? Can you recover well? There's a list of these kind of principles that have to be there. I look at somebody and I go, right, he's got he's got a lot of muscle on him, so he can back up what he's saying. Mm-hmm. But it has to be person dependent. A young guy that's just started training, who's been training a year, telling an IFBB pro or something, that's not really optimal. You shouldn't be doing X, Y, and Z, and you shouldn't be barbell rowing. When you said something about you get them all the wee kind of TikTok nerds, and I think TikTok's just there for sheer entertainment. I don't look at it for an education platform at all.
Yep.
Like slaughtering guys like Ronnie Coleman. Slaughtering guys like, I think was it Andy Scott? Somebody was saying about him as well.
Aye.
And I'm like, listen, see, unless you know what it is to manage these kind of loads,
yep,
be that size, carry it around, mm-hmm, you don't even know what it is to pick that up, never mind single arm row it, barbell row it, anything. You don't know what that looks like. And proof's in the pudding as well. Some of the biggest guys, Andy's one of the biggest, probably the biggest guy in Scotland, most accomplished bodybuilder in Scotland.
Yep.
Ronnie, one of the greats.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure we're going to listen to you on TikTok sitting with your wee red glasses on.
I think it was today with Andy. I'm sure it was barbell row, like T-bar row.
He's got the biggest back in Scotland. So maybe we should all take a leaf at Andy's book. How's that?
He shared an Instagram story and I replied laughing faces to it, and it was Samson doing the exact same exercise. He's like, well, would you look at that? Fucking Mr. Olympia doing them. Like, but you're so right, mate. Like, it's fucking ridiculous, man. It's crazy.
It's just this new wave of, I don't want to get into slagging folk today as in, yous are wrong this and it should be done that way.
Yeah.
It's just you've got to have an open mind that everything works.
Yep.
See, long before cuffs were created or we all lined up with the perfect joint angle, there was just bodybuilding and there's some of the most admirable physiques ever.
Yes.
Like, sure we could all sit and critique Arnold's form in some things and go, oh, that's not very optimal.
Aye.
But he's still fucking Arnold.
Aye.
Like, you're not looking at the main issues here that it takes so much to be these kind of people. And you're just looking at, as I said, you're looking at the wee pebbles.
Yep.
Like we spoke about when we had Josh on, like, you don't even know what it is to live a normal life.
Yeah.
And build a physique, like a hard life with fucking commitments and everything else on top of it. Like, you've no earned your stripes yet to sit and slaughter somebody, try and critique guys that are miles ahead of you.
Yep. And
most of the time, these are the guys that would help you in the gym as well. So I think, from an educating standpoint, it's poor. I get that you're trying to maybe make your way in the industry. You want to hang it, but I'd also kind of be a bit, and we'll talk about that with studies and stuff like that. Like, can you really back up what you're saying? Because I can almost guarantee that you're just regurgitating something that your favourite influencer said.
Aye.
You've took a fancy to some wee guy on Instagram and he's become your holy grail. You've stuck a wee post on your wall up him. There you go, I'm flagging folk now. I'm sorry about that. But, so I mean, and that's just, so you're just singing off somebody else's hymn sheet.
Aye, mate. Aye.
Like,
and
can you back that up? Have you even sat and read the studies? See, all the people I know that are really good in the fitness industry, they don't sit and read studies.
Yeah.
I know a few people that do, but so many people are starting the whole studies show. You've not even read the fucking study, pal. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, mate, it's been a Google or a chat GBT, man.
Study show. I'm like, just that does not make you more intelligent in my eyes.
Yes.
Like, results give you intelligence. Getting people results, realising, and we'll talk about this later you're not training robots. So it might be optimal, it might be this, it might be that, but you got to go what people like.
Yep.
And all the bodybuilders before we found out all these kind of so-called optimal things were proved that it works.
Yes.
If not, fucking be better. I think it's actually starting to go back the way now where it's going, well, a wee bit of hard training with some bad form is good.
Aye.
We put that reel up and it went mental.
Aye. You're right, mate. That's so true. I see it it's more and more and more. I see it in the gym now. Is people like kind of peeling back off that a wee bit. And don't get me wrong, I can't sit and say this and then just kind of, I'm not even slagging study-based things or science-based because I love that too.
Without it, then this falls apart and it just becomes somebody throwing big fucking weights about.
Aye, and it doesn't need to be that end of the scale either, but exactly what you said, mate, just be open-minded. Like, mate, I love science-based training stuff. I love how much Dr. Mike annoys every cunt. I think it's hilarious.
Even like Jeff Napard and
yep.
Like, these guys are all great.
Aye, like, they're so interesting, mate.
Really, really care about what they do.
Yep.
But it doesn't mean you shoot down other people.
No, exactly.
For doing it certain ways. And like I said, these guys have massive amounts of muscle that people would only ever dream of thinking they can achieve. So you just need to go like that. Do you know what? Aye, that works as well. It's not my cup of tea. I want to do it this way. But you have to prove it. There's plenty of ways to skin a cat.
Aye, definitely is, mate.
Like I say, like, whenever you do that in any walk of life, you close yourself off. Mm-hmm. I think a big part is just being open-minded. Like, my training has totally changed from when I first started. Even with my first coach, I would not be where I am without him. Like, I train different to now, but Tony trained me. Mm-hmm. but it worked. And Tony gets incredible results.
Aye.
So you can do it. You can do it this way. I do it this way now. Like, it all does the same job. And at the end of the day, with you even getting into coaching that as well, know all you want. Your job's to get results.
Aye. Somebody's
missing something in their life or they want something. Your job's not to kind of see who's got the biggest dick out of all the coaches. It's not what's the word I'm looking for? It's not a show to see who's the smartest. It's to be of service to who you're working with. Like, and that is going to change from person to person. Like I said, you're not working with robots. Like, it's something that...
Mate, I've literally said this to everybody that I've kind of started to help with coaching and stuff. Is like, I've spoken about it on here before a billion times. Just, I want you to just be able to enjoy it. Because if you enjoy it, we're already halfway there. Like, we can work for there. Like it's feasible. Like, one of the guys I work with, Ali, great guy, mate. And when he first started, he's busy, mate. Work, fucking Wayne's, house. Do you know what I mean? Life in general, working out in the house kind of thing. And he's just joined the gym the other day, and he was gone. He's like, "What should I do?" And I was like, "Mate, just go in and just have fucking fun. Like, just go in. You don't need to train anything specific. Like, you're just getting back out of the gym. Just go in and muck about, try machines, see what you like." And he was buzzing, mate, when he came out. Like, I could hear it as soon as he phoned me. It was just like that euphoric feeling, mate, when you leave the gym. You're like, "That was fucking brilliant, man." And this wave of information just overwhelms people. I think pushes people further back. You overcomplicate it. Even the people that think they know fuck's sake, that think they know what they're talking about, confuse themselves with it because there's that much shite that they've told themselves. So it's like, oh fuck, man, I can't go and do bent over barbell rows because do you know what I mean?
Everyone's good at its place. Like, see, when I first got you into train, I did not need to worry about training Tommy in the length and mid or short range.
No.
But to be good at it, eventually we got there.
Aye.
See, if I started fucking shouting all that stuff at you, you might go, that's a wee bit interesting, blah, 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 but it's of no use to you.
No.
Because see, right now, you can't even feel the muscles in your back.
I know, mate.
So let's start moving, taking a few steps first. And I think you're talking like these are things that come on like years and years into your training of consistent hard work and training. And it's funny enough, like you said, it's the ones that are shouting it don't have that yet. They don't have muscle on them. They don't know what it is to move big loads. They're worrying, I'm going to fucking do my wee intricate lower lat exercise. I'm like, I'm sorry, mate, you've not got lats yet.
I don't know if I think it was Josh that spoke about it with Jordan Peters. You see his Instagram stories sometimes. He does he puts up Q&As and it's just him shouting at guns. It's just like he is a fucking mammoth of a man. One of the most ridiculous backs ever, and does the basic shit. Pulls off the flare, barbell rows, lat pull. Doesn't complicate it, mate. And he's fucking humongous. And that's what he constantly says. He says, just grow a fucking back. Go train hard. Go and learn how to train hard and enjoy your training. Worry about that later because you're overcomplicating it and you're just taking it further and further away from what it is you're trying to do.
Aye. Even like somebody like Jordan Peters uses a lot of machines. You watch somebody a few years ago, like, I know Dorian used machines as well. Dorian was a wee bit more intelligent. I would say he was more intelligent than
definitely. Aye.
It was a lot more intelligent. Ronnie, big on dumbbells. See, if you watch the way Ronnie Coleman bench pressed, rode, done these things, doesn't matter if he was in benches or not, like if he had a machine or not, he was incredible at it.
Aye.
You see like this, all these people going, oh, but I'm going to say it now, studies show, dumbbells and machines, the most of the results are the same. If you're on the backed up, like it's minute, if not it's the same. So like it's nothing to do, it's what preference is. Like Jordan Peters likes to use machines just out of sheer convenience.
Yes.
He's that big and that hangmate, and he doesn't want to be picking up big massive dumbbells a lot of the time. Ronnie trained in a gym where it was all dumbbells. So he used dumbbells and he done them better than you will ever see MD press dumbbells. People talk about stability and they talk this and do this and that. What does that even mean?
Aye.
Like, I personally think I'm really good at dumbbell pressing.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Stability's not a problem with me because I've been doing it for that long that it's no it's become I've done it that repetitive and I've gained the amount of muscle that I have with doing it that I don't worry about stability.
Yep.
When hang me because I'm good at it. Whether I jump in a barbell press or I hang me, I've got that much control because I've done it for that long. That I'm not going to drop it and I don't need to worry about the wee daft shoulder muscles in my back that are going to, oh no, that's your stabiliser muscles. I'm like, oh, what?
Aye. What the fuck are you talking about? Aye. 100%.
But so I get it like as well. I know somebody like you when you first came in, giving you were actually really good when I gave you dumbbells. I mean, I put you in the VR2 row and the Cybex one and
mate.
JP's. And you were like, for weeks, you just kept talking about it, going...
Mate, that machine, honest to God, that machine grew my full love, mate, for gym kit. I'm not solely that machine. I mind sitting in it and doing it, and I was like, what in the fuck is that? What do I feel right now? Mate, I could hardly get my jacket on, I was that big, mate, and I was able to roll back, mate, and feel my back contract. Like,
all my thought press for that, thought process and that now is just put him in a good bit of kit. Let the boy feel that he's got muscles in his back.
Aye.
That's it.
To this day, mate.
And do you know what? Same rules still apply.
Aye.
See when you sit in that, I need you to feel that back.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's just that's the bit of kit that suited it. And John Paul's obviously bought fantastic pieces that complement, obviously, training. If I gave you dumbbells at that time and tell you to do a bent over row, might not have worked the same. But as you get better and better, we've done bent over rows with barbells, we've done RDLs now, we've done all these things, and you feel them great. But it took this period first of getting to the point when you actually feel muscles.
Absolutely.
And you grow a wee bit of muscle in it.
Yep.
And then you go, oh, do you know what? Let's maybe I kind of view it as unlocking exercises. That maybe makes sense now. I can swap this. I've lost a bit of weight. I've gained a wee bit of muscle. That's going to allow me to do X, Y, and Z. But as I said, the overall goal is: do you enjoy it? Is it going to be beneficial to what you need? And does it suit the client?
Yes.
Because that is what I think coaching is. If somebody comes to you and they're lacking something, give them it.
Yep.
Give them it. Whether that's weight loss, fat loss, if they've got fucking poor internal rotation for the hip, if they've got poor external rotation, or their shoulders fucked, provide them with the tools to get over that.
Yes.
That's your goal. Not you to fucking talk shit about the lengthening range and all that to them to stroke your own ego. No. Just get good.
Aye.
Like, get them what they deserve. That's it.
Aye, you're so right, mate. I think, especially when it comes to kit nowadays, I guess I'm lucky, mate, because I'm not saying that you've trained with loads of different kit and loads of different gyms.
We'll move on, mate. Obviously, to kit now, but you can say you're kind of bit with that.
You've done that over a period of time, whereas I trained at Uddy and then came straight to John Paul's, mate. 2 gyms have fantastic kit. John Paul, obviously, he's the fucking man, mate. Like, he's got the best kit in Scotland in his gym. And the interest I took to that, based off that fucking Cybex row, was mental, mate. And now I love it, mate. Like for instance, when I was going to Amsterdam, we went in the boat for Newcastle and we were going down. And like, I found a gym and went to the gym that had kit, had prime kit and some OG hammer strength stuff and blah, blah, blah. And it's fucking, I love that, mate. What a difference it makes to my training. For me, but again, I wouldn't push that on somebody. I wouldn't say, oh, you're not training right because you're using Matrix kit, and somebody's shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? It's not that deep.
Yep.
Like, it doesn't need to be that deep. We've spoken about this before. I think environment over everything counts. We could be in John Paul's gym, mate, and we could have fucking cement blocks for dumbbells, mate. Guess what? It would still be the best gym in Scotland, mate.
No.
I would still love it because it works. Do you know what I mean? It's something that the proof's in the pudding, mate.
Yep.
It's no. Again, I think that takes away from a lot is when people. I'm massive on that. That's probably one of my biggest interests when it comes to training and fitness is gym kit. I fucking love it. Is it necessary? I don't think it's that necessary. I don't think it needs to be fantastic kit for you to get results. Fucking clearly, because Ronnie Coleman used dumbbells and barbells, mate. But to have it, it's brilliant. It's amazing.
But it's a small thing.
Yes, it is.
And
of
if
course.
you don't do all the main things I've talked about, can you progress in that exercise? Are you getting stronger? Are you training hard? Then I don't give a fuck if you're using a prime extreme row or not.
Yep.
You don't train hard.
Aye.
And you've not done so for 10 years, 5 years. So you're not going to have a really admirable amount of muscle if we're talking about bodybuilding right now. If we're going to go another route and talk about general population, not that important. What is important is, again, you give them what they deserve from a coaching point of view.
Yep.
If it's a gym point of view, do they actually like being in the place?
Aye.
Some people just like going to JD, whatever gym they go to, but it's nice. That's their thing. So you leave them to it. They're going to get results if they're training hard. I remember
100%, mate.
I first started training, and I always will say it was some of the best years of my life training was in Extreme Gym. And there was no other gyms like it run about. There wasn't JP's, wasn't it a thing then? Some of the kit folk, and I seen somebody slaughtering it. And what do you call it, TikTok? Somebody sent me it. It was actually a client. He's like, should I be training here? Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I've seen it. Is the kit fake? And I'm like, I said, mate, see if I start, no such thing as fake kit.
Yep.
Like,
yep.
I trained in Extreme for years. Some of the biggest men I've ever seen trained in Extreme.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Debatable form, doing this, doing that. They were all big units.
Yep.
So if the goal was bodybuilding, they were doing something right.
Aye, exactly.
With their poor kit or whatever you want to call it. And I said to him, what do you think of Extreme? I love it. It's handy. You can get to my work fit. Clean. Does the job. It's got my, got some great bits of kit in it. I can use this one. I love that one. I went, you keep doing your thing then.
Obviously.
I mean, like I just said, the boy, I went, I know some people, you've got to, people want to leave reviews and all this and all that, but if you go in there and you train hard, you're having a great session. That's because we like other gyms and that, you don't need to put other things down. And that's the same way, obviously just talking about people's training, and like, the most important thing is, when you're doing this, is actually how you put that across. I think that's, when you're taking about machines or how things have to be done, like, you have to be able to speak things through properly. Like, if you are doing something wrong, how I teach you is the most important thing. Can I encourage you? The machines don't matter anymore. Can I get you to do the thing that I'm asking you to do to get you better? So these things are all apparent. Like I said, the machine loses its value then.
Of course.
Whether it's you spent $5,000 on it or fucking 500 quid.
Aye.
Right now it's about me getting you better at training. It's actually about me talking to you in the right way to do that. Whereas I feel sometimes people look at things and they puff their chest up and say, you've trained 5 minutes and you're looking down on folk and no giving them the credit they're due, that you were once sitting in that same position. Probably could argue still are. You've only been training 5 minutes. It's just a thing. I think you see it, the older generation, you don't see it as much because they know what it is to actually train hard for years on end, and it'll help people. There's that. I think nowadays it's you want to lift people up as you go. That's an important part. But with machines, it's important. It's great to use. They are amazing bits of kit. You feel great on them, but for the general pop, I'm going to say no. It's no.
Yep.
Eventually, I'll bring some clients into JPs and they'll go, holy shit, that is some bit of kit. And I generally think, even if you don't know that much about it, we're spoilt now with gyms.
Oh, spoilt rotten, mate.
See,
all about us.
If you know John Paul, he obviously has an interest in it, for him to go and spend that kind of money for his members is exceptional, because there's not a lot of people doing it. I know there's other great gyms in about. He's handpicked those bits of kit for all over the world, just so you can have a better session. I mean, so that's good.
That's brilliant, mate.
I do think, like, as I said, machines are great. But I always remember a story, like, somebody used to come into one of my old gyms, and he was a functional athlete.
Okay.
Whatever that means. He's like, oh, what do you think? I remember him saying to me, he's like, what do you think's the most functional bit of kit in here? And it was like ski ergs. And I kind of got what he meant. Ski ergs, assault bike, blah, blah, blah. I went to leg press. He's like, what do you mean? How could it be the leg press? That's a bodybuilding bit of kit. I went, I've got this client, mate. I said he came to me because his hips are sore, bad knees, struggling sometimes to get ready in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Put him in a leg press. Said, I work him hard, taking him through knee flexion. I think leg presses are great for that. You've got a great brace.
Yep.
Somebody's came to me but has issues and I can train him hard on it. 8 weeks later, he messaged and said, Tony, I put my socks on this morning standing on one foot. I made that man more functional.
That's class, mate.
Think the skier would have done that? No.
Definitely not, mate. They fucked him up, mate.
So it's functional for that person. Everything's individual.
Aye.
That man's sex life probably fucking shot through the roof. He told me that as well. He's getting at the old wheelbarrow. I think the skiers would have done that. And I'm not saying the skiers might have its place further down the line.
Of course.
But right now, you need to stop looking at, and John Paul, Matthew, they all taught me these things. Stop looking at machines. Stop looking. What can that machine give the person that you're working with? What's the function of it? What is that person missing? Right now, it's a guy who's feeling a wee bit shitty about himself because he's fucking let himself go and now he needs that back.
Yep.
I've done that. I mean, he done that. The leg press helped that.
Aye.
But it was the function within it that you used, and I think light bulb moments start happening when I started working with, went up to John Paul and started asking questions, and I'm always doing that. Like, if you've ever sat with John Paul, he's the smartest man I've ever met in Scotland.
Aye.
In fitness.
Aye.
He is fucking exceptional. Matthew the same. Aye. You can learn so much for these people. But it all then relates back to what's your client missing and what can you give them? I've never had a client sign up to me and go, I just want to be so good at using the prime seated row. It's like you've got to answer these questions. These, say, kids or whatever it is, like you're losing where the magic is.
Yep.
There's so much to gain for this, and just kind of step away and go, right, I don't have this, I don't do that. Also makes you a better coach to just have that open mind.
Yep.
Of going, no, I can only train somebody if I've got all the best kit available, and it's great to have it. I do have it, but it's not a be all and end all. I know some incredible coaching give somebody a barbell and they'll change their life.
Aye.
I mean, and that's come from just experience of having that open mind and learning and knowing, again, there's plenty of ways to skin a cat. Like, so much of that, and that just relates down to preference and what the person needs.
Aye, you're absolutely right, mate. I think that, like you just said, there's so many people that are so widely educated on machines and functional fitness and what you can actually give a client or give somebody, your pal, whatever it may be, that, again, the other side of this is that people take that away from it, and it should only be done this way. You should only have it on this setting, and this is the only way it should be used, and blah, blah, blah. But like, everybody's different, mate. Everybody's got to get different results in every different way, mate. Like, it, especially in bodybuilding, mate, or physique development in general, I feel like this is such a big thing. Is like, we've spoke about it, like comparison and fun. I was listening to Sam Selleck Q&A today. This is just completely off the bat, and he was saying that people were asking what's the goal weight, like what weight do you want to be, and he's like, well, I'm not too sure because obviously it's like I just want to look good. He says there will be a weight where I call it a limit. He says, but what I look like at 260 and what Jay Cutler looks like at 260 might be two different things, but I'm not going to get there and turn around and say, oh, I should maybe be doing it this way or doing it that way, because that's how he got there. I'm fucking different. I'm doing a completely different thing. Do you know what I mean? It's no the same. And just to tie that all up, I feel like the whole overcomplications mixed with the comparisons and mixed with I should be doing it this way is where everything goes wrong, and why there is such a big influx and fucking people being so specific to, one, false studies, two, other people's opinions, and then no enjoying their training. It's a bit much. It goes for everything. I guess in the fitness space in general, you can overcomplicate so fucking much, mate. You can overcomplicate your gym outfit, fuck's sake. Like, it gets to a point where it's like, where do you stop? Like, supplements, that's another one. Do you know what I mean?
You see, like, there's this, I think there's also this trend in there of like, oh, you don't have, like, bulking is, that you don't need to bulk.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Like, it's, if you want to gain muscle, you shouldn't need to bulk. I'm like, that's true to a degree. If you have 60 years on your hand, like, let's just take it slow then. We'll get you in incredible shape by your 60.
Yeah.
And you can go and fetch your bus pass.
Yep.
I mean, it's like, and a lot of people don't know what it is to eat food. So you have to give them more food.
Aye.
And they have to spend time eating it to grow.
Uh-huh.
Well, the equivalent of a wee bit of fat with it. Aye. We're aware of that. But you need excessive amounts of food to become excessively big.
Yes.
So it's like, I think right now, especially on Instagram, there's just so much to, there's always somebody just looking to get a name for themselves. Rep range is another one. And again, if it works for you, you can use the lower rep range.
Yeah.
Some people use the higher rep range, and some of the best physiques in the world have been developed. We'll say it back and forth all through this podcast. Like, it's about what you enjoy and what you can stick to, because that is going to be everything that studies show.
Of course it is.
I've said that as well. I could write you the best program in the world. When you first came in and seen me, I could have wrote the best program. Oh, this is scientifically the best thing that man has ever created. And you go, that's shit.
Yep.
I don't like doing that. That makes me feel embarrassed. That makes me feel I'm not comfortable doing that. I'm not going to do that. There's some program I've wrote you into it.
Aye.
Great. But Tommy, I've programmed you in the lengthening range for fucking the first 3 exercises and blah, blah, blah. And you're like, but again, human factor comes into it.
Aye.
And until you start developing yourself and working with people, getting results, which is number one.
Yep.
You're not going to have that. Like, you need to be adaptable.
Yes.
You need to be able to actually deal with human interactions, things, people experience things.
Imagine trying to shout at somebody brand new to training, mate, because they're not doing something in the lengthened range of an exercise. Imagine saying to them, you're miles out, you're out of all the blah, blah, blah. Maybe you don't talk to them like that. Or just saying, listen, you should be considering maybe taking a different approach to this. Or like being nice, whatever angle it was that you would tell a client they're wrong, but you're being so specific to the lengthened range of an exercise, mate. What a fucking dick, mate.
Here's what I'm going to start doing. So see every transformation I see and every one I make. This sounds ridiculous when I say it, but this is what I'll do. I'll write on the post, got results through lengthened range. And I'll ask people, did you get results with working in the lengthened range? And they'll go, what? I don't see, you're always talking about it, but when you put up your transformation, you don't go like that. Yeah, I just worked in the lengthened range. I mean, that's what I mean. Like,
no, I totally
everyone's fucking done in the lengthened range of your fucking training.
Aye.
It's just like, you're just trying to say it to get smart. And I've also seen people and had people in the gym and known they spent that much time in the lengthened range that they're now weak in the shortened range.
No, you're so right.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, what's the function? What does the person need?
Aye.
And you're just taking one thing you've heard on studies or Instagram. No, you don't even read the studies, that's the thing. You've just seen it on Instagram.
You've seen a fucking clip. You've seen somebody talk in a clip sitting on a bench with fucking straps on.
Let's just agree that the mid-range is probably most ideal for most.
The driving ranges for golf clubs. Just fucking go to the gym and train hard, man. Just have a good fucking time. Try new machines, man. Stop eating cheeseburgers. Fucking enjoy yourself. Know what I mean? For me, it's still eating cheeseburgers. There we go. Aye.
And I can back that up by saying, with that methodology, Tommy has lost 10 fucking stone.
Hey, so I have actually.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
come on, man.
Without fucking overcomplicating it.
Yep.
We've done that.
Aye, exactly, mate. You're right.
So,
I fucking love my training, mate.
I mean, so.
You know what I mean? Aye.
Proof's in the pudding.
Aye, absolutely is, mate. Well, fuck.
No more pudding for you.
No, I was going to say that. Proof's the protein shake, man. Fucking. Aye, you're absolutely right there, mate.
Right, we're moving on for machines. I think we'll get into the routine, day to day, again, overcomplicating it.
Yep.
I want you to talk to me about how you were when you started.
Wake up, rolling square,
your
no.
routine, the anxiety that might have come away of. I'm not saying this and maybe did you look at somebody like me who's going, I do this and I'm not really like that, to be fair, I don't. I just get on it. But you've probably felt far away from me to start. The last 2 years, you're touch tight now. What allowed you to get that kind of that motion? And what allowed you to go like that? Oh, wait a minute, that's fucking, I don't need to be doing that. That's fucking mental.
Yep. Structure. Obviously, like, I think that goes for everything. If you want to progress in any aspect of your life, I'm a big believer now that you need some structure to it. Again, just no overcomplicating it, mate. Just enjoying my training. Go to the gym, having fun with my pals, training hard, consistently eating my food. This is also something that I want to very briefly touch on this. I feel like people, again, overcomplicate their food. It doesn't need to be that difficult. Like, in the beginning, mate, for me, I didn't need to worry about the quality of protein.
I'm going to say something
right,
controversial. I fucking hate cream of rice.
Like, mate, you've said that to me before. Josh, I remember I sent Josh a photo and he says, nice tub of literal shine. I'm just like, oh, thanks, mate.
Does he not like cream of rice?
Nah, mate, hates it, man.
I think it's for attention seekers.
Mate, I love, see, chocolate orange. You fucking dick.
I think it's for people that, look at me, I eat cream of rice. Have some porridge. You big baby.
Nah, cream of rice is sick, and if you want to get some cream of rice, you should go to Pit Stop Nutrition, use code TNT10. Anyway, however, porridge, mate,
No, it's just an inconvenience for me, I bet it's lovely.
No, it is, mate, I do enjoy it, there's some of them that I'm a bit like, oh, what the fuck, man, but, I think with food, people overcomplicate things, so much. That was a big one for me to begin with, because obviously I was getting a severe amount of food taken fucking away from me, mate, because I was eating a fucking skip load of it every day. So it's just like the basic stuff works, man. I know we've just covered that with training, but with this and all, chicken, I'm going to sound fucking boring here. Chicken and rice, fucking beef, mince, turkey rashers, if you eat pork, fucking baked medallions, blah, blah, blah. It's the same for the carbs. Like, it's straightforward. It doesn't need to be over the top. And in the beginning, mate, I'm a big believer now in tracking my food. At one point, I would have told you, what the fuck are you up to if you were doing that? But it's just those simple things and staying consistent over time.
What's that you done was where the Just Eat driver was?
Fucking bastard, took me away, man.
He's sitting in your legs for fucking 5 minutes.
You're no wrong, mate. But 100%, man, that's structure, no overcomplicating it, keep ticking the boxes going forward. I think I've done supplementation the right way, personally, because when I first started training, mate, look, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with people that do this, but I feel like when you start training, especially somebody in my position, because I can only speak on my behalf, just worry about your training and your food before you worry about your supplements.
Yep.
Like, I never went out and bought fucking every supplement under the sun, started taking them. Given right now, I take a good few supplements. I've tried different ones, see if different ones actually feel effects for them, see if they work for me, blah, blah, blah. But it's still very basic, mate. Do you know what I mean? It's no anything that's kind of ridiculously crazy. And that is something now that, again, mate, TikTok's a great example of it. TikTok's like a supplement shop, mate. Oh, you should take fucking lion's mane and fucking dog hair, cat piss and fuck. You know what I mean? Like, mate, what happened to just a couple of vitamins, man, and creatine?
500 milligram of tiger blood.
Aye, that's what I mean. It's a fucking same name of a flavour of a vape, mate. Like, fuck me. Like, just, don't run away with it. And it's fucking dear. It's not cheap. You know what I mean?
I'm going to sound like a mad, what do you call it? Just totally lost my thought there. Conspiracy theorist. But I think all these supplement companies know how fucking naive some people are. And they go, oh, that'll fucking sort me right out. And you buy it. Aye. Like you said, the simple things have worked.
Yep.
For a long time. I I'm not knocking people that try and just find that wee extra 1%. But if I'm giving any advice, don't find the 1% until you've got the 75-80% first.
Yes.
Like, 'cause if you start doing these things when you're sitting at 10-20%, it's not going to see much change there, are we? Consistently do it well. Then if you want to look at wee things, if it makes sense, then do it. Like I said, I mind I was a couple of years ago, I'll give you another wee story now.
Right, okay.
I was a bit like that when I'm like, oh, morning routine, blah, blah, blah. And I mind I used to go a walk every morning, 6 in the morning, up. Out and about. I used to see this guy all the time. Same time, doing his thing, just on a different journey to what I was. But he was always looking down at his phone. And I used to walk past him and go, morning, blah, blah, blah. I'd look up. God, he'd enjoy himself so much more if he would put his phone away. I don't go on my phone in the morning. He would have a more productive day if he just enjoyed his start his day. What a horrible way to start your day. It's not I've done it maybe 3 or 4 times and seen him, and he's doing it every time. And I was like, say to myself after it, Tony, who the fuck are you to tell somebody situation you know nothing about behind me? And I guarantee that man was answering his emails or just getting ahead because I laughed. And then a couple of weeks later, I seen him. 3 wains in the back of the motor.
Right.
What? And I went, Do you know what I mean? Like,
makes sense.
Maybe that 6 in the morning was his time to clear his feet, do what he had to do, send emails that's going to then help him provide for his family. And then when he comes in, he can get his kids out of bed, get him to school. I mean, after that, I went, no. Morning routines, and that's why I've kind of got a wee kind of jip with him. That's not what this is about. Like, it's not about being this calm and clicked away, especially as a guy. Do you want to be the person that just lives in calmness all the time? Because we both know life isn't that.
No.
It's fucking hectic.
Aye.
Do you want to be the guy that just potters about? Or do you want to be the guy that finds a fucking way?
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? And that's what it was. He was just getting it done. And I was like, after that, I don't care. I'm not going to see if you're walking about with your wee red glasses on and like that. Don't judge people, because maybe that's just their way of getting it. And that's what I said about training as well. Some people just need to, me and Josh spoke about that. That's why I clap so much more for people that are just making it happen, whatever the circumstance, because they know they've got kids to go home with. They know that that gives them a wee bit of time away. And it's like, I love that quote of, it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war.
I love that, mate. That's an error.
And that's just, as a guy, it's just finding a way. Like I said, that relating back to that guy that was just walking about and doing his thing, probably doing far more than what I was. I was just getting my steps in. I mean, he was probably driving his life further forward than what I was, but there's me judging away, blah, blah, blah.
Aye.
After that, I'm like, shut up, your dick. Do you know what I mean? And the same to other people, like your daft morning routines, they don't have much place, because sometimes it's just about finding a way.
Aye, absolutely, mate.
And behind that with you as well, it wasn't about getting you up.
No.
And I'm most not on journaling or doing these things or being present and enjoying the thing, but it's all going to look different to each person. And what you have to remember through all this, and this might hurt a few people, is this is all made up.
Aye.
Wow. Like, maybe it's just settling in and hurting your fucking heads right
fucking
now.
Newsflash.
This is all made up.
Aye.
And it's got to suit you. And if you start leaning into ways that don't benefit your life, that made up way is then going to start to have a negative impact.
Yep.
And I found that myself. Nobody wants a guy that can't adapt. Nobody wants a guy that can't find a way.
Absolutely, mate.
I personally don't want a woman who fucking doesn't know what it is to support us.
Yep.
Or doesn't know what it is to do the same bit or find that wee bit of chat.
Aye.
Just always, no.
No,
Like,
100%, mate. You're so lucky, mate. Like, we are lucky, but we put ourselves in the position to be lucky because we know what it is, we know what it takes.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? And it sounds like, us two sitting here saying this, that, next thing, blah, blah, blah. There's fucking millions of people that are much further ahead than us in that sense. But like you just said, it's so much better, mate, to know that shit needs to get done. And sometimes your morning routine is going to 40 bits. See, as long as I fucking wake up, mate, brush my teeth, get my eyes and shine, mate.
I see you got that bit in there.
I have to put that in there,
Well,
mate.
the whole game's fucking... The bot is on the roof if we don't get a rise and shine.
You're fucking
You know
right,
what I mean?
that is, mate. The whole thing's knackered, mate. It's the simple things, mate. You just got them going, mate. Like, my morning routine's changed so much in the last year because in the last year, I have moved out, moved in my missus, go to the own house, blah, blah, blah. Like, I used to wake up, go a walk, come home, do this, that, next thing. Like, it's constantly changing.
There's no perfect. It's just what gets you through.
That's it, mate.
And that's that. I said that before, I think. It is that wee bit of aggression.
Aye.
You go, do you know what? Nah. Force it.
Yep.
Just make it happen.
Aye.
Let that feel like... And the minute you start... I feel as a guy, if you just slow down a wee bit, other things just start tickling in.
Yep.
Oh, well, maybe I'll do this, and blah, blah. No, you need to have that wee bit of aggression with it.
Aye.
And that's come to just getting up and making it happen. Whereas you had a shit night's sleep, but you did these things, and I know we said that as well, like, I think it was Chris Williamson, your pal. Like, America was built on with men that fucking smoked 20 a day and ate shit.
Aye.
You know what I mean? So it's like, just because you didn't get your wee morning sups,
That's it.
doesn't mean the day's over. Just learn from it, go again.
Just fucking get your shit together. Like, if you never get 8 hours sleep, tough fucking shit. Get up, do what it is you've got today and get on with it. Because the day's going to continue whether you do that or not, whether you feel sloppy about yourself and think, oh, fucking poor me, because I didn't have any fucking omega-3 left in the house. Shut up. Fucking shut up, man. Eat your breakfast, go to work and do what you've got today, man. It's too much fucking fluffing around with it all, mate.
Aye.
For me, personally, for me. Don't me that, mate. Sometimes I'm a bit like, fuck, man. Like, I've ran out of something. Does it ruin my day? No. I just go to pit stop and get what it is I need to get, mate.
And use my own code, TNT, nobody else's.
Aye, you're right, mate, 100%.
But I think, obviously, morning routine, stuff's developed as you go, and it is one of the things that it will change as they go, whereas when you have kids, when you have family, so it's important to realise, and Josh said that as well, you're balancing plates. Like, it's not about... It's about just finding a way when things are maybe a wee bit shitty, because there's going to be plenty more of their days than the ones that didn't come together. So I think on that front, don't know if you've got anything else to add with the point of this.
No, really, mate. The only thing I would like to say is, just as you said that, it came to mind. So one of my pals, one of your pals, Big Vinny, great guy. Shout out Big Vinny, man. I spoke to him last week, I believe, or the week before about this, about managing things and juggling plates. Now, Vinny recently had a newborn. He's got a wee lassie. Job, wife, Gaff, Doug, blah, blah, blah. And we've been training quite early in the morning, mate. Mate, that guy is just a ball of energy. Just so good. Just one of the guys that you're about and you're like, I'm lucky that you're about, because... You give so much, and they're the people, mate. Like, nothing is overcomplicated. It's just fucking get up, breakfast, gym, work, and makes it work for yourself. Juggles the plates, because at night, similar to kind of my situation, you want to sit on the couch. I want to sit on the couch with Rachel and the way and watch your telly and chill out. I'm not going to whine and sop that I've no trained or done this. I just got up and fucking go and do it.
Aye.
Know what I mean?
And that's, you know, Vinny Boy's he's fucking, I think it's an inspiration.
Aye.
And it probably brings us on to my sweat the small things this week.
Yep.
Of actually be happy with what we've got.
Mm-hmm.
If you're doing well in your training, keep it up. Strive for better. More importantly, don't forget to be a fucking good person within that.
Aye.
Not you want to sit in a podcast, say, I'll be this and be that. Like, I'm not trying to do that. But when you realise how much people are doing sometimes just to get to the gym, again, it's about how you speak to them, how you're coming across to them, giving them that wee bit extra. They don't need you scrutinising them because they're not doing something in the length range, or they're not doing this and they're doing that. Right now, they just need to get the ball rolling. They keep chipping away, and that happens at any level. Sometimes it's just about being there.
Yep.
It's like that was kind of my take on it all. That one, give support to it.
Yep.
I mean, but do it in a constructive way. If you want to help somebody, oh, by the way, it can be done in this point, or how you present the thing you want to teach is so important. I feel that's really lacking. Needs to be, what I say, we fucking TikTokers, but if you know something, put it across in a way that's actually would make somebody go, do you know what, I might add that without feeling attacked.
Aye.
I mean, I say it's a sweat the small things, actually a fucking huge thing.
Yep.
Because that's the difference to somebody sticking to this and knowing that they're actually getting somewhere. I would shout out to Vinny as well, because he's somebody does amazing. Busting his arse, as you said, he's a great amount of energy.
Aye.
And he's, as I said, if you are somebody that knows something or teach people properly.
Yep.
Because they're getting it their all, they're bringing the energy. Don't zap that out them. I see this all the time with folk shooting people down rather than teaching them. Aye. And I would go as far as saying, that's just your wee daddy issues, pal. Like,
aye.
Like, if you know this and you really know it, you would teach people properly.
Aye.
This is just you trying to push something to yourself.
Yeah.
When really, see if you actually done it in the right way, I guarantee you get more out of it. Rather than being this, you're trying to just fucking fill a void that because you feel insecure.
Yep.
Well, I learned about fucking X, Y, and Z on TikTok. I'm now going to look down on folk. I'm like, shut up.
Aye.
Fucking dick.
Aye, 100%, mate. That's... Fuck that shit, mate.
I know.
My sweat the small things, mate. Going back to your story about seeing the guy walk about on his phone at that time of the morning. I used to do that, mate. But no in any sort of positive sense, mate. I could sit on my phone for fucking hours, mate, mindlessly scrolling at fuck all for such a long time, right? Now, I realised after creating good habits and whatever else that was not good for me. But see the difference it's made at night, mate, to just have a switch off. So I put downtime on my phone right now. I told one of my pals to this, and my pal's response was, but you can just click ignore for the day and go nap anyway. And I was like, well, you're just a piece of fucking shit then, aren't you? Just don't click that. Mate, it's been so good. So good for me, mate. So much more gets done. So much more, bro. In the house, with work, with training, no matter what it is, mate. Just, I have my WhatsApp on, my phone, and my text, mate. They're the three most important places where all the most important people are. If they need me, they can get a hold of me. My Instagram and all the rest of it's fucking off. And it genuinely has made the world a difference, mate. Honest to God. So it has. So I think if that's something that you struggle with and you spend too much time doom scrolling, wake up in the morning, open the phone first thing, and the day gets away from you due to that, definitely a good tip. 100%, man.
No, I agree with that. Something I've done for years. And it's, he's right, you can get on it, but it's not about clicking on it. It's, all that is, see when that comes up and you hit go on anyway, that's just your wee decision making in your head, because we do use our phones that much that subconsciously we sometimes just pick it up and check on Instagram.
Yep.
That's the signal to go, nah, not now. I've got a job to do. And if you ignore that, then that's on you. It's very, if you sit and you spend hours and hours on Instagram, I see it all the time. Oh, it's just, you get lost on it. And you're like, that's your own fault.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? There's things there to stop it.
Yep.
You can find time to go, and bad for that. It's like I try and limit as much as I can, because, like you said, nothing's good. You know, you don't go on it and go, I can't believe this. It's nothing that can't wait.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? It's going to be there.
Yep.
But unfortunately, the stuff that needs done now.
Aye.
Or it gets mounted up, and that's when the anxiety starts mounting up as well with it.
Yep.
So just date the now, get it dealt with. Vamos, up the road. On that note, I think we've got our letters to hand out.
Yes, we do, mate.
Tommy.
Tony. Thank you.
First time.
Right, okay.
What is the hardest thing you've ever done?
Bit deep, mate, but aye.
I'll listen, you know me, I'll give you a give you a deep answer. I don't know what I was going to say there. Some fucking weirdo.
The most embarrassing encounter in the gym. Oh, fuck, man. That's why I asked you that ages ago. Because see, the answer to this is a fucking topper. So it is, man. Bastard.
Speaking of embarrassing things, I think we tell everyone what our kind of plan is for the next episode me and you're going to do together.
Absolutely.
What we've got is all sitting here going, oh, what is it? I want you to remind you to pause this episode right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, subscribe, send us 50 quid if you want as well each. But it's so good for the podcast. It's so good for our interactions. It's greatly appreciated more than anything, even your listening. So if you can, make sure you are. Back to the podcast. Coming up, you want to explain what we're going to be doing?
So we're going to be uploading Instagram stories over the course of maybe the next few weeks.
Private ones.
Private stories, yes.
Do you know how to do that? The ones it's anonymous.
No, I've seen people do it, but no, I actually don't. However, they will be private. And we want people to let us know about the maddest altercations and stories and just stupid shit that's happened and been embarrassing. And we're going to read them out and get a good fucking laugh.
The times where... See the time I went to Ann Summers, like stuff like that. I woke up fucking bollock naked in a ski resort. We want stories like that off you, and we're going to read them out. Nobody will know who you are. Mm-hmm. And we'll get a good laugh. We're going to dedicate a full episode to that. So please send them over. We get a wee laugh on that front. I don't know if you've got anything else to add, Tommy boy.
I do not. Definitely, mate. I think that's us. I think we're good to go. The only other thing I would say is what you said, mate. Like, share, subscribe, comment if you want. And if you're going to go to pit stop, use code TNT10, mate.
And don't take your training too seriously all the time. Do you know what I mean? Enjoy it. Do what you need to do. And if you're stuck, give us a message. We'll help the best we can.
That's it, mate. Get up and get out.
Get up, my boy.
Get up.
Hey.